Additive manufacturing is changing the mindset of how parts are created. While most of the manufacturing processes have focused on a subtractive process, which removes material from an existing block of material, an additive process only uses material to make up the part geometry. This means that significantly less material is wasted, the cost of manufacturing goes down, and the part is generated immediately in its final shape. There are a couple additive manufacturing methods that are leading the industry. The most common type is called fused deposition modeling, or FDM. In this process, a strand of plastic material is pushed through a heated nozzle. That nozzle moves in a programmed pattern, which places the heated plastic strand in the shape of a single layer of the part. These layers stack on top of one another until the entire part is printed. Another common method is called stereolithography, or SLA. In this process, a pool of liquid resin is heated to a specific temperature, and then a laser moves throughout the liquid and hardens the resin at the point of contact. This laser moves in the pattern of a single layer of the part, and then the machine will adjust and move on to the next layer. There are several other additive manufacturing processes out there. Many of these processes use a powder-based system that polymerizes the powder and forms a solid. While this process can make much higher quality parts, along with the ability to print metal, it's a much more complex process and requires additional cleanup and post-processing. While these processes are all revolutionizing the way that parts are manufactured, the cost of buying a machine and printing parts varies between them. FDM printers are typically the lowest cost machines, both in initial purchase and material. The hardware that makes up FDM printing machines aren't nearly as expensive as other machines that use a projected laser. In addition, the spools of plastic strands used by FDM printers are widely available and created at a low cost. So if you're wanting to get started with your own printer, this can be the cheapest option to get going. SLA printers are more expensive than FDM printers, however, they often come in a smaller footprint and are available in desktop sizes. This means that they aren't nearly as expensive as the other powder-based printers, which use a more complex process with high-end components and are much larger dimensionally. However, SLA printers are making a strong push in the 3D printing market and are coming to a more competitive price point with other FDM printers. As mentioned a little bit ago, 3D printing technology is continually expanding and is able to print materials other than plastic. Metals such as steel and aluminum are some of the materials in highest demand. However, there are other materials that can have a tremendous impact. Medical industries are now able to print biomaterials such as skin cells, organ cells, and even dissolving implants. This could revolutionize healthcare and the procedures available to those in need. Even peripheral industries like the restaurant and culinary industry are benefiting by the ability to print food from a machine. While the possibilities of 3D printing aren't slowing down anytime soon, it's important to know how the technology works so that your prints are successful, high-quality products. In the following lessons, you'll learn more about the technical details of the machine and the best practices for printing your parts.